we are convinced that the doing is the most important thing.
And then you have to have the guts to test it.
We also have to see this in a wider context of climate policy, because indeed we all signed up to the Paris Agreement on climate.
It's important that we look for other kind of transports than only old diesel transport. Zero emission transport is the future. It's important that we look for other kind of transports than only old diesel transports. This truck is zero emission and it could not be better. This trip is an international trip, so that's really interesting. And now we do a 90 kilometers trip on the highway. And that will be the first time we drive for 90 kilometers on the highway. Nobody knows if it's possible, so it's for us a new test.
Emission-free transport is possible. There is nothing to it than to do it. We have a reefer which does not use a diesel engine. Normally a reefer trailer has a diesel engine, and actually it's a very dirty Euro 2 engine. We thought about a system where we take out the diesel engine and where we built in a generator on the axle. When the trailer is braking, we harvest energy, which is then spiced into a battery, and from there we give it to the reefer engine.
For us it was really interesting because we are convinced that the doing is the most important thing, and realizing new things is more important than just thinking about or writing scientific papers about it, because you have a lot of learnings when doing something, and we had so many contexts, so many things we had to solve, so many unanswered questions, because all the people say, hey, we just switch from the one mode to the other, we do it by rail. It's the easiest way, and we do it electric. Yeah, but just do it. See what we experienced. Our train is somewhere in Germany and we have to wait. And I said, yeah, great experience, because it happened to us. It's part of what we learned from, and we now know the battery for a temperature controlled trailer does not last long enough to react on such an unintended event.
You know, if you want to change things, if you want to make new progress possible, do innovative things, you sometimes really have to overcome certain problems, burdens, issues that are really not easy. There is a lot of questions around technique, there are a lot of questions around legal aspects and how to do things. There's the economic side to it, and all these things have to be explored. Now, since it is complex, indeed, we have to work on both sides of this transport chain, both on the receiving end and on the end where the goods come from. So if we do not work closely together and really put all the issues on the table and discuss them one by one, we will never get anywhere. And that's why, again, a project like this one, where we really try to experience and to see what is so important in this context, we get those questions in that context then on the table. That's why I greatly value this initiative.
Multimodal means using more modalities than one operation, but the biggest part is maybe the train operation. When you look at the initiative of the electrified cargo to Vienna, we fully support that because it fits with our multimodal DNA. And it also fits with our strategy and vision to reduce CO2 emissions in the supply chain. I thought it was ambitious, because the trailer we use, for instance, the electricity is generated from the braking power when the trailer is on the road. Putting it on the train, of course, you're not generating any energy from the axle, but it does fit with the way that we use the trailer in a daily practice, because we also put it on the train basically daily, and it works for us.
Our zero-emission intermodal demonstration trip is meant as a start for the next 5 years. Over the next 5 years, what we would like to do is to set up a program of cooperation between private parties and public parties, internationally.
Because we can, of course, focus on small projects in Holland, but of course at the end of the story we need transport, international transport with zero emission. And that can be intermodal, or it can be with electric or hydrogen. And for all three trajects, we need a lot of work have to be done. And that's what we more or less prove with this demo, that a lot of things have to be done. And we are nearly very close to 2020 now. And so if we say to each other, let's organize projects so that we can drive in 2025, zero emission through the main roads through Europe.
Everybody is welcome. We would like to invite those people who think like we do, that now is the time to act. We would like them to contact us and see if they want to become a partner in our new program, Zero E from A to B.